Hi, I'm Rachel from the Analytical Mommy, and today we're going to be talking about the Glowforge Pro HD. So as you may be able to see around me, I've got my Glowforge Spark, my Glowforge Aura, as well as the Glowforge Pro and the Pro HD. So I've used quite a few of the Glowforge machines. Whether you arrived at this video because you're searching specifically for information about the Glowforge HD, or just trying to learn more about Glowforge products in general, hopefully this video will help answer many of your questions. Let's talk about the different features of the Pro HD. We're going to look at the machine itself, run a print while I talk through those different features. And in a future video, I'm also going to run some tests between the Pro HD, the Glowforge Pro, and the Glowforge Aura and Spark. So you'll be able to see a wide range of Glowforge machines to help you determine which one is best for you. As you're watching this video, just post any questions you might have in the comments below. If I don't answer it in the video already, I'll make sure to either answer it in the comments or address it in a future video. Let's get looking at the Pro HD. All right, and let's start with how the machines are actually designed, how they look, and their size. So on the bottom here, I've got my Glowforge Pro, and up here we have my Glowforge Pro HD. I would say as far as size and design, the biggest difference you're going to see is actually in that little HD sticker. Other than that, the Pro and the Pro HD are basically the same size. They look virtually the same, and they're about the same weight and dimensions. If you already have a Pro or even a Plus, they're all about the same size, and you already have a great table, a great setup for it, your Pro HD, if you get one, is going to fit in exactly the same spot. Now, I was watching one of the lives from Glowforge, and they were saying that oftentimes companies that come out with a new model or an upgrade ends up using the same design and the same kind of specs because they've already perfected it. They already know kind of the parts that fit together well and what works. And I think that's what they did here. So they've already perfected this. They've used the same basic kind of shape and design for quite some time in their machines. And so the basic, the Plus, the Pro, they all look pretty similar. So when they came out with the HD models, they basically went along that same path as well. For those of you who might be upgrading from an existing performance series, this makes it really easy for you to plan out where you're going to put your machine. All right, now I want to talk about the HD in Glowforge Pro HD and Plus HD. So the HD is going to stand for high definition, and that is the high definition camera that is now in the Glowforge Pro HD and the Glowforge Plus HD. The cameras as well as the lighting are just so much better. You can see what's in the machine on just a totally different level than you could with the Pro and the Plus. And in a future video, I'm going to actually show you comparisons between the two of them for all of these features. But for the sake of just kind of doing an overview right now, you can look at the screen and you can see just how clear what I'm working on shows up, as well as that little sticker. It's really easy to see what we're working on because of just how clear this is. I would in theory be able to use every little bit of the material. So for this, I can go really close up to the edge and be confident that I'm not going over the edge because of how clear this picture is. But if I was using something like scraps, it would be even more beneficial because I'd be able to use every little bit of my scraps. So when it comes to material costs, having the Glowforge HD models is really going to come in handy to making sure that you get the most out of your material. All right, I want to show you just how amazing this actually is. And I know I did say I wasn't going to do a comparison in this video, but let's just do a brief comparison so I can show these to you. This is what these items look like in the Pro HD. And in a second, I'm going to show you what they look like in the Glowforge Pro. All right, now there's no question that this is still incredibly usable, and I have been using my Glowforge Pro for quite some time now and very happy with it. But if you're looking for a truly crisp, high definition picture, I don't think there's any competition here between the two, that the Glowforge Pro HD is just leaps and bounds better as far as being a high definition camera. All right, now another great feature is going to be the preview mode, and that's this little button right here. This is in the Pro HD and the Plus HD. It is not in the regular Pro and the Plus. What is really nice about this feature is when you click on the button, it's going to show you what your cutout is going to look like. And there are some materials where this feature is going to be even more impressive than others. So while I do need to cut this out of the Eco White iron-on in just a few moments, let me show you just real quick what this would look like if I told the machine that we're working with something else. So let's say I wanted to do this out of the medium walnut hardwood instead. I could switch to that, and now I can see what the medium walnut hardwood would look like. Similarly, I can go over to, let's say, red acrylic, and it'll show me what it'll look like in red acrylic. And this is just such a great feature if you are selling products and you want to be able to show your client what the final product is going to look like. So let me show you another great aspect to this. So I don't currently have anything in my machine. So let's say you're just trying to play around with some ideas. I'm going to select over here medium maple plywood and enable live preview. And right off the bat, it is showing me medium maple plywood in my machine without anything actually being in the machine, which I think is really amazing. Now let's assume maybe I wanted to make some keychains. So I'm going to make something super simple. We're just going to add a little circle, and then already you can see it's showing me what that little circle would look like cut out because it's set to cut. So let's keep going. Let's keep designing as we go. I'm going to add another little circle, and this time it's going, whoops. This time it's going to need to be smaller because that's for the little ring that I'm going to put on. And I'm just playing with this. So this is not going to be perfect. Let me make it a little bigger so I can move it where I need to. All right, so let's say I was putting it here. You can see now it has cut out that little circle from the main one. So as I'm creating this design, it's creating the mock-up in real time. I think this is absolutely amazing. Again, we're just kind of playing with this. So let's engrave this picture on it. And let's say we'll just add it here and we'll do engrave. And you can see now it shows us what it'll look like if we engrave this on it. And then let's maybe add one other thing and we'll put it as score. I don't know. We're just picking random stuff here. So let's pick this and we'll switch this one to, we'll switch it to score instead of engrave. And you can see now it looks like a score, and we'll shrink it and just move it off to the side. Now, again, this is pretty ugly. This is nothing in particular. I'm just trying to show how this would look. So right now it's already showing me how this design in theory would look if I were to make it. Now, let's say I changed my mind. I wanted this part to be score as well. Now we can see what our design would look like that way. And we can just keep building it from here. And you can see it's even like a little 3D mock-up too. It's not just a flat 2D picture. So this really lets you see what you're developing as you're making it. And it'll also help you find possible mistakes in your design. So let's say you accidentally change this to score, you accidentally pick score, you meant for this to be engraved. You're going to see that visually here, that this is what it would look like if you went ahead and you can go, oh no, I messed up. I meant for this to be engraved. And you can go over here and you can switch it to engrave. I know I have messed up the operations on occasion. I've, let's say, marked it as cut out, and you would be able to see, oh my God, no, that's going to cut it out by accident. That's not what I meant to do, and quickly change it. So this is really, I think, such a valuable feature when you're creating designs as in the system, as well as when you're setting the operations for the different pieces of your design, when you're sharing mock-ups with potential clients, whatever it might be. this is very, very valuable. It'll save you a lot of time. It'll save you headache. It'll save you, lost materials, a lot of things. So this, of all the features in the Pro HD, is probably going to be my favorite. All right, now let's talk about speed for the Glowforge Pro and the Glowforge Plus HD. So the HD models. Now, I have noticed a definite difference in the speed, and I'll be posting another video shortly that's going to actually show you a side-by-side comparison of printing the same project on the Spark, the Aura, the Glowforge Pro, and the Glowforge Pro HD. But since this is an overview video, I wanted to show you a post that Dan, the CEO of Glowforge, has posted to the Glowforge community forums outlining the differences in the speeds. And I think this is really fascinating to look at it in this format. So I'll walk you through it real quick. So basically, when the Aura launched, it had a certain speed, and they're calling that one-time speed. The Spark was then twice as fast as the original Aura. But as you may have seen, if you've been keeping on track with things that Glowforge has been doing lately, they actually released some speed upgrades recently. So the Aura is now 4 times faster than it was at launch. The Basic is 8 times faster than the Aura was at launch. If you currently have a Basic, they're no longer sold by Glowforge. The Plus is 12 times, and the Plus HD is 16 times. So if the Plus is 12 times faster than the Aura when it was launched, the Plus HD is 16 times faster than the Aura was at launch. And similarly, the Glowforge Pro, if you currently have one, is 20 times faster than the Aura was at launch. And the Pro HD is 24 times faster than the Aura was at launch. So that's 24 versus 20 and 16 versus 12. So that is a massive difference in speed between the two. Now, that said, there is just kind of one caveat. We're talking about top speed here for the machines. Your machine's not always going to be running at top speed. So as I've seen in some of my tests between the Pro and the Pro HD, sometimes they run at the same speed, and that's because it's a really quick, small project. And there really isn't enough time for the machine to reach top speed. So you won't always see that massive difference, but if you are a business owner and you are making lots of items for your business and you're just printing massive prints all at once, you absolutely will see that difference because your project is going to be long enough and large enough for it to reach that top speed for enough time that you will notice that difference. So it is a massive difference between the HD models and the regular models, but you won't always see that on every single print. All right, so is the HD line right for you? It's really going to depend on a few things: what you intend to use the machine for, what your budget is, and what your priorities are. Ultimately, though, increase in top speed, the HD preview, as well as the higher definition camera, they're amazing upgrades that really can save you a ton of time, a ton of headache, and help you make the most out of your materials, so you're going to waste less on scraps and other things that might happen. So ultimately, I do think that the features in the HD are going to pay for themselves as compared to the Glowforge Pro or the Glowforge Plus models, but it's going to depend on your budget and what you intend to use it for, of course.